Decay spreads underneath enamel into the dentinal area. It's hard to see. In this illustration, you can see the decay going through the enamel, touching the dentinal area, and spread. Here's what it looks like in real life. You can see the brown stain, and this is a patient in her 40s. And on the x-ray, it's very, very difficult to see if there's really anything going on. And the dentists in the old days would just wait until they used an explorer to see if there was a soft spot. And they would watch something like this. And they wouldn't be able to know if it needed to be done. We were using a laser that would tell us that the enamel had been compromised and that the decay had developed underneath, and you can see the brown spot that's presently seen. And so we go in and we're using very fine instruments to remove the enamel because we'd like to keep it as small as possible. You can see the little mosquito drill bit there, which is, all my drill bits are disposable, by the way, just for the one patient. And here's a close-up of some more of the brown stain and the brown decay. And the question is when do you stop? When do you know that you've got everything out? And in this view, you can see on the distal or the end part of that tooth there how much more brown there is. And if you compare it from where we started from, that's really quite large. And that's because the acid gets through the hard enamel, and then once it touches dentin, it spreads. And the dentist needs to remove all of that. And we're using a little bit of larger drill bit to remove some more enamel so that we can see exactly where the decay is. Because if that's left behind, it will go ahead and percolate and develop into an even larger cavity. So you can see the brown area there. And we go in and test it. And anything that's soft, we know for sure that that's decay. Teeth are supposed to be hard, not soft. And you can see it peeling away. And that's much larger than the little brown stain that we saw from the beginning. So we go back and use another drill bit to clean up the decay. We're using a round burr at a very slow speed. This is about 2,000 RPM, using an electric handpiece that allows us to go in, and we could either use water or sometimes we'll do it dry. And the key is not to use a lot of RPMs on it because we don't want to heat up the tooth. On the other hand, we want to be able to see everything and be sure that we've got the decay out. And this is the previous burr, and we're smoothing down and removing areas of decay. We don't want any sharp spots on the floor. We'd like to be able to have the filling material flow in smoothly. And so it's important to spend the extra time making sure that the filling is going to be in good shape. Because if this filling breaks, then you already have a hole in your tooth, and it just repeats the cycle. The idea is to spend the time to do a filling like this and have it last for a long, long time. And hopefully we would have done it earlier. But here it is, nicely done.